Hey folks, Quillyteen here, and welcome to some more Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. We are currently in a fort across the Skunk River, and just scooting a boot. It looks like there was a gnome encampment that was potentially disturbed by some kobolds, so we'll see if we can find the owners of that. Maybe they're in trouble. Maybe they want to join my my growing empire. We welcome all relatively sapient races, but not kobolds or goblins. They don't count.
It should be.
Oh, what is that? A kobold? No, that looks like a gnome. And some ferocious wolves. I forgot to re-enable turn-based mode. Although we might not strictly need it for this. I don't know. Now, let's go ahead and do that now. Although I was going to say it's probably going to screw up all of our initiative situation. Are you serious? You needed a 20, you rolled a 20, and got the knockdown? Alright, let's do a little singing, just in case it turns out to be a bigger encounter. I hate that I forgot to turn the turn-based mode back on. I think these are just going to be just... Of course you rolled another 20! What the hell? Come on, game! Ooh, there's a lot. There's another one, I think, in the Fog of War over there. Okay, at least they couldn't all attack. Let's force a normal move action backwards here. And then set them up the bomb. Wait. Did I only have a single action this round? It wasn't a surprise round. I thought I would get to do a full action. Okay. Is it always like that in the first round, no matter what? Maybe it's always like that in the first round, no matter what. Do I want to rage here? I don't think this fight is scary enough to justify raging. Very nice. I was like, let's get the wolf off the healer. That worked out pretty well. Yeah, we're not going to be able to sneak through this. Maybe if we weren't so huge, we'd be able to do it. Reggie. Let's take one of these out. There we go. Ain't no kill like overkill. Stand up. Yeah, they need 20s to hit. Okay. But this time they didn't actually roll 20s.
Let us strike as one.
Of course, we'll go to roll pretty badly ourselves. Who's this? Tristian? Who took damage? Actually, a few of them have damage. Well, let's channel energy. And 5-foot step away here. That's not very far away, but we'll try it anyway. Yeah, there you go. Now at least the tanking's working. Let's shoot at this one in the middle of things. Perfect. That's going to open up a little bit more movement for everyone. And I'm not even going to waste another bomb on these guys. Hey, nice hit, Quill. Oh, thanks, Quill.
They go down!
Less nice, Amiri. See if we can finish that one off. Beautiful.
Do not falter.
All right, now I'm going to turn off turn-based mode. And I'll remember to turn it on after the combat, probably, maybe, I hope. Do I have, like, tactical mode on or something that's, like, causing it to go slow?
For I am not.
Let's say it was, like, shift space, control space or something. Or maybe that's what tactical mode is the turn-based mode. Skin, collect all. Okay, how far are we? We're on the far left side of the map, right? Oh, mostly, not quite. These. Oh, just some shrooms. Just assorted mushrooms, cooking ingredients. Okay, mushrooms are delicious. Hopefully they're not the kind that kill us. I've always wanted to do like mushroom foraging, because it does seem interesting. We actually have a lot of wild mushrooms that grow here, and I know that some of them are okay. Renowned Explorer? What? Though the outlaws have been vanquished and a rightful government has been established in the stolen lands, travelers should keep their eyes peeled. These places are still chock full of danger. Approaching the river, we hear the sounds of battle. Someone's in trouble. Who will step in to help them if not the realm's barren? Okay, well, I guess we'll loot this in a little bit, because these guys are clearly causing some trouble. If Tristan could roll high initiative, this would be a great spot for a fireball. We're not going to be able to reach with Quill. What do I want to do? I could just delay, because if they move towards me, Quill might be able to take an action this turn. I actually can shoot my bolt. Okay, just a regular move to... Sure, up here. So yeah, I'm still not going to be able to bomb them. But I'll go ahead and shoot, and then this way I'm a little closer for next round. Wow, a whole 1 damage! Way to go, Quill. You're a champ. Reggie can't charge because of positioning. Maybe a delay here does make sense for Reg. I mean, he literally can't do anything right now, although it is a permanent initiative delay. I suppose I could Magic Missile. I'm really worried about a bunch of these guards dying. Oops! I was trying to click this, not moving forward, but I guess that's fine. Oh, he might still not be able to charge next round. Alright, let's dump a Magic Missile. So if we can just trim these numbers down, they'd be okay, but... I think this Jubilost person is one of the possible companions we can get. So I'm actually assuming he can't die. I don't even know how we get to the river. It looks like that's impassable there, so maybe we have to go around this way. Maybe we came at this at a really awkward angle. That's kind of unfortunate.
This is where I step in.
I don't know. At least Lindsay's doing the job. Little tiny Lindsay! I think it did lower the base damage of her crossbow, but I don't know if it changes the 1d6 fire damage that she generates. Yeah, it looks like we do have to come around this way, so just do a giant run, Amiri. And then Tristan, I don't know. I mean, we could cast some spells, but really? I think we'll just scooch him up a bit so that he will be in a position to maybe do some healing and stuff later on, but we'll just shoot at these guys. And then Quill. I don't suppose you can drop a bomb this time, huh? You will be able to bomb this guy. Okay, let's... There we go. Just standard move as far as we can get. This guy's just in range. You'd think the fire bombs would do less damage in the water, but I don't think that's modeled here. If they were playing Divinity Original Sin, then that might be different. Yeah, so I won't be able to do a charge because of these angles. I guess I might as well get into melee regardless. Just double move into melee. What the? Oh, just generic gnome over here. I thought we were being attacked by another angle. Looks like they were trying to ford the river here with their wagon. All right, Val, can you charge anyone? No. So all we can do is at least get into base-to-base contact with these guys and hope we can start something next round. I can probably just automate these guys at this point. Yeah, she's only going to be able to move 15 feet with her... Oh, look at her move! It's so cute! Her little feet! But yeah, the movement's gone down, I think, because she's smaller. Alright, Mary. Time to murder something. Yeah! Oh, come on. That's just embarrassing now. Do I just want to automate it at this point? I mean, maybe. So does this automatically, since it's toggled on, is it automatically applying to anything with a duration? I guess that must be how it's doing, so I haven't really been paying attention to that, but I probably should. Yeah, you know, you can just be shooting things.
So it's come to this.
I'm gonna try to drop a bomb here on this big group, and then what I think I might do is turn off turn-based mode. Yeah, we'll just let all of our people just get some auto attacks in at this point. These are pretty squishy enemies. But yeah, I think it was clearly meant for me to come here earlier. Maybe even in the previous act, I don't know. Okay, turn-based mode. Oh, now what? Oh shit, there's more of them. Tartuk. So, the gnomes invite some of his friends. Stupid, slow, sluggish gnome. Gnome! Stupid! There's a purple kobold on the riverbank who looks just like your old acquaintance, Tartuccio. Fartuccio, that's right! We don't know that Fartuccio was returned to life. As far as we know, he's dead. And so we see this, and it's like, is this somehow Fartuccio still alive and still pretending to be a kobold? Or was he imitating this kobold? Which really could go either way, even with our meta-knowledge that he's alive. Kobolds want this cart. Kobolds shall have it. The horse skull hides most of the kobold's face, but you see his vicious eyes glinting through the empty sockets, staring at you. Ooh. By orders of myself, the glorious King Tartuk. The kobold pounds his chest with his fist. Yeah, it's got to be Fartuccio. Tartuk, king! The head of the Gnome Expedition wipes his brow and glares at the kobold. This bastard was the one talking our ears off while the rest of them were trying to steal our cart. King Tartuk. The gnome looks at you and winks. What do you say about a bit of regicide? Fartuccio, I recognize you. What is this new disguise? Why are you not dead? Let's discuss this. There's no need to shed blood over some cart. Attacked. I've killed you once and I'll be happy to do it again. I mean, yes, but I gotta ask. How dare you speak like that to the king? Kobolds, attack! Shirdaz. All right. Shirdaz. Is that their god? What's Shirdaz? I don't remember. I don't know if they've said it before. All right. I guess we're slaughtering a whole other mess of kobold. Looks like they've just been buffed by something, though. And also our positioning's kind of awkward. I don't think Quill's going to be able to do anything this round. I think I'm just going to double move to be in a better position to range things next time. Whoa! Are they hasted? Flat-footed. Bewildering injury. I don't see a buff on them, so I'm mostly just confused. We'll spend some resources to make sure the first one dies instantly. There should be bonus electrical damage because he's in the water. Environmental effects, man. Alright, Jubilost. A little bit of shooting with his crossbow. Can you charge? Yes. Oh, we can... Miri could charge right into the pack. I think that's exactly what's going to happen, because then it'll leave more charge targets for the archer. Miri won't be in anyone's way. Let's charge the archer in the back here. Oh, I should have maybe raged. Meh. Clearly not required for that. So we'll save a round of raging, and then keep our AC in a little bit better shape for a scooch. Oh, come on. What's with these 20s? Honestly, I can probably just hit autopilot at this point. Poor Lindsay, she's never going to make it to the front. With her tiny, microscopic little legs now. She's so cute, though! Tristian, yeah, just move up a bunch. He's not in heavy armor, so he's actually can boogie fairly well. Oh, come on. What is with these rolls? What the hell? Come on. I mean, admittedly, they had a lot of attacks, so some of them were going to hit, but that seemed like a lot of hits, and some of the ones that were misses were darn close. Yeah, okay, same thing, actually. Let's, we'll go into the bigger pack over here, since we're not drawing attacks of opportunity there. Of course, we'll roll 5s. I mean, why would we roll anything else? Can I get an explosion in the back here? I can't reach you. Is that targeting a Miri? Oops. Hitting buttons. I guess I can center it on anyone. But that doesn't seem like a good idea. Blup. Pretty good attack, okay. Reggie. Oh, you can charge over here, which I'm kind of surprised about. Oh, I guess because of the reach. So many attacks of opportunity. All right, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and let our people auto-slaughter everyone. You got this. So many explosions. So many explosions. All right, Fartuccio, what do you think of that? Why do you still pretend? Well, maybe that's just the way he speaks because he is in this form. Damn this guy! I should have just killed him in the initial area. Interesting. Oh, there you go. My cart, it's sinking. Something we can do about that? Ooh, okay. While the gnomes were busy fighting the kobolds, furiously cursing and diligently punching their unwelcome guests right in their dragonish snouts, the cart was all but forgotten. The unwitting cause of the fight, it was being dragged away by the scared ponies when it slid down the ford, sinking all the way up to the coachman's seat in the river. This was where the Skunk River flows into the Tuskwater, and the current becomes excessively spiteful, cold, stubborn, and turbulent. Having taken hold of the gnome's cart, the Skunk River must have decided to drag it down amid all of the commotion, but it was caught in the act. I love how how peopleified the river is being described as over here. It's great. The surviving gnomes, I think they all survived. Well, I guess some of them may have died in the camp. Surviving gnomes, led by the head of the Gnome Expedition, an extremely loud and crabby fellow, but not without some managerial talent, were able to catch the cart before it floated away. Faces red and grunting from the strain, they struggled to keep it from drowning entirely. Just then, a package fell into the water. With a heartbreaking splash, it vanished beneath the current, only to surface 10 meters down the river. No! The head of the Gnome Expedition moaned as he glowered at the package. That was Alchemy for Life, and the latest issue! After plunging into the cold river, the ponies immediately lost their nerve. Swiveling their ears and twitching, they tried to chew through the reins to throw off the load. Why are you just standing around? Go on, help them! The head of the Gnome Expedition was visibly dissatisfied as he shouts. We set the crowbar under the cart's wheel. Choose a character. One of us will try to jump onto the cart to untie the ponies. We tied a rope to the cart. Gathering our strength, we began pulling the cart from the river. We left the cart alone for a moment, hoping to find something helpful nearby. I feel like jamming the wheels might not help, because the cart might be half floating at this point. Jumping in water is risky, but someone with good athletics might work. But we're also just strong. We might just be able to yank it. Tied a rope. I mean, tying a rope would prevent it from going any further, although I'd be worried about the ponies drowning. I guess that's where it comes down. I feel like the best way to save the contents of the cart is to tie a rope to it, so it can't, you know, it's not going to necessarily get pulled out immediately, but it won't get any worse, and then we can figure out the best way to pull it out. But what if the ponies drown in the meantime? But who should jump into the water? I kind of want to do this. I want to save the horsies. Oh, so it's based on mobility. Wait. Mobility and lore. So potentially the best pick would be Miri, which to me also kind of fit. So I'm assuming lore is to calm the ponies. Mobility is to not drown herself. Let's try it. Mobility check failed. Miri tripped on the edge of the cart and fell awkwardly on the roof, startling the already frightened ponies even more. Okay, increased the difficulty, which would then fail the lore check. Ponies twitched and neighed nervously, making the process of freeing them from the cart even more difficult. Once the job was done and they sensed they were finally free, they ran off to the nearby forest. The head of Gnome Expedition burst into another round of swearing. All right, well, now let's tie a rope to the cart. 1, 2, 3, and the rope was securely tied to the cart, making it easier to pull out. A good lesson for every adventurer. Never leave home without a rope. Rope is your best friend. Okay, so I guess we're going to be doing a bunch of these. Let's just try to pull the cart now. Ready? Ah, my foot! The head of the Gnome Expedition yelled, its face red and angry. With help like that, my possessions will be down the river in a flash. Just go to the camp or find those runaway ponies. Find some other way to help. Okay. Better hurry to catch them. I wonder which side they went. Can I come here? No? Where the hell could they have gone? There's the camp at least.
Follow my lead.
Oh, no ponies this way. This is the camp, but I mean that's just seeing what we've seen before.
All according
and
to
the
plan.
burn. Apparently there's still some lootables. Oh, there's a box here? Although no, we already grabbed that. Yeah, collect all.
In due time.
I mean, this is the bottom of the map. I guess maybe the area where we haven't been yet. Oh, apparently there's some loot left over there, and we'll get it later. Let's go forward to the place where we haven't been. I mean, it feels like there's a time pressure, but I don't actually think it's implemented that way. I think we might be fine. Mostly I'm just worried now about getting into a fight over here. Oh, there's the ponies. Very scared ponies stand before you. They don't run away, but they snort loudly and neigh as you approach. More likely, the spare pair of ponies the Gnome Expedition used to pull their cart. When the kobolds attacked, they weren't tied to the carts. They just pulled themselves free and fled into the forest. Oh, extras. Hey, these are my ponies. Stupid animals. Why don't you... You're an asshole. Why did you flee the camp? On the other hand, if you were smart, I suppose you'd want me to pay for your services. I guess it's all in our best interest that you stay stupid. Alright, we're going to try a lore check. Plus 10 to calm them. Good. Soothed by your voice, ponies let you touch and stroke their manes. You decide to lead them to the river to help drag the gnome's cart out. Yeah, that does sound like that's going to help.
As it should be.
I wonder if there's anything else up here. Look at the pretty light. Oh, there's some wolves. I don't know. Fuck it, let's fight the wolves. Turn-based mode is on. Yeah, a lot of our buffs are worn out, but that's okay.
Enemy approaching.
Hey, surprise round. Let's rage. Arrgh. Can I go? Yeah. Back here, she's going to want to charge the alpha wolf. She didn't even know it was there. She just sensed it. And she knew that she had a target. Let's give ourselves some buff. Although, yeah, we're going to have to use a charge. So I'm not going to be able to start with a spell here. But you got your hit, which is good. Just needed a 2 or better. Launch bomb. Nice stuff. Lindsay, we'll probably just go and start with the shots. Or single shot, because we don't get a full round action. Val. Charge. And a natural 1.
Repent!
We'll just make sure nothing crazy happens with the Alpha Wolf, and then we can probably just auto. We'll go for the kill on the extra wolf. Yeah. I think we're fine to just automate things. I suppose I might want to keep dropping bombs here. Just because Quill's not that good with the bow, and his crossbow's not magical or anything, so it's not like I do bonus damage. And skin, and collect. And a tree stump. Is that another +1 ring? Oh my god. We've got multiple to spare now. And I think that's it. We'll check the other side, just in case there's something else useful over here. So I guess the pair of ponies that were attached to the wagon, like, fled downriver. These were just spares.
To arms!
Kobolds and... Hold on, are they fighting each other? Yeah, they are. Well, you know what? We don't have to be in turn-based mode for this.
Bring it!
Pretty easy fight. I'm going to focus on the wolves, because they're probably going to be slightly more dangerous than the kobolds. Attacks of opportunity as everyone's repositioning here.
That is not far.
All right, what is this? Ooh, a recipe. Gout ragu. Was that under here, or is it listed as a consumable? Or whatever this is. Notable. Copy recipe. Cool. Soot blackened brand. Expert in antiquities. Okay, another one of those types of things. Skin, collect all. Oh, there's a little path over here. Man, this is so much easier than where we were. Alright. Let's come back down here. See what we can do with the ponies. Boom, 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 boom. Run, 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 run. Should I click on the cart or should I click on the ponies again? Let's click on the ponies again and see what happens. Nothing. Okay. Let's see what the crowbar does. Set under the wheel, crowbar wedged in position against the stones of the river makes the process pulling the cart out of the river easier. I guess I could have done that before. Gathering our strength again? If you're certain ready to go, let's do it. But be careful. Imagine carts full of gold or ale or some other thing you can't bear to lose. Better you trust in our dignity than our greed, Sir Gnome. For God's sake, whatever. Just pull the cart. Tried to pull the cart out. Okay. The cart creaked and cracked, sounding as though it was sobbing. The board strained against the combined... This feels like I'm playing Oregon Trail now. Against the combined stress of the rushing water pull against everyone trying to pull the cart ashore. Unfortunately for the cart, both sides were of equal strength. Something had to be done, or the poor cart would be torn apart. Exhausted ponies had worked themselves into a lather and foam covered the bits of their teeth. Baron tried to calm and reassure them. Oh, it has to be me? Yeah, that's not going to work out very well. There was little sense in wedging the lever beneath the wheel. It wasn't the least bit stable, and all our efforts on it were wasted. The Baron tried to find a better use for it. So that's what I thought. Okay, so we only need an 8 or better to succeed here. Why think when you have strong hands? The Baron decided that if the cart won't give, we just need to pull harder. Yeah, that's not really going to work out. Huge stone on the riverbed was blocking the cart, so the Baron tried to move it, find it and move it out of the way. No. Everyone was soaking, wet, freezing, and exhausted. The group's initial enthusiasm all but vanished. They glared at the cart scornfully, ready to give up and forget about it like it was a bad dream. Baron decided it was time to raise everyone's spirits, be it with a smile, noble order, some shouting, or even a good round of swearing. So our best chance is definitely the intelligence here, so let's try that. Success! After everyone struggled together for a while, the cart finally made it out of the muddy riverbed and rolled back onto rocky ground of the waiting ford, prompting some seemingly indignant sloshes and squelches as the river released its trophy and rushed along in search of easier prey. Losing no time, the head of the Gnome Expedition jumped inside. For a good while, rattling and swearing were all that could be heard from the cart until the gnome's face finally reappeared from under the rooftop, seemingly satisfied. "Everything's still in place," he announced cheerfully, jumping from the cart. "It's all wet and crumpled, but at least nothing's missing. Thank you, travelers. Not for your help, guided by keen supervision, of course, I'd have had to say goodbye to all my possessions." All right. You're kind of a butt. Talk to Jubilist. It sounds like the ponies are still missing, because there wasn't a check mark there. The gnome that stands before you wears dirty and ragged clothes. They used to look stylish and wealthy long ago. Those times are long gone. His black hair is matted. A deep, fresh scratch crosses his cheek. Despite of his rather pathetic look, the gnome behaves with inner dignity and even manages to maintain a superior manner.
Tubulos Nartropple, at your grace's service. Your help with these kobolds and my almost drowned cart was timely indeed. By the way, it's a shame no one organized a greeting party when such a famous and popular person as myself arrived to your capital. I wasn't expecting a red carpet covered with rose petals, but you could at least have sent ahead some delegation. Oh, at least some of my servants are still alive. Do you know how much it costs to train a proper servant?
Jubilos Jobber's too fast, never stopping to take a breath. You can see he's piled up some emotions, just needs to get him out of the system.
Also, while I'm on that, I'd like to make an official announcement. The roads in your barony are in terrible condition. People must search for wading fords to cross the rivers because no one had bothered themselves with building bridges.
Hey, it's brand new.
Honest travelers have to take the risk of being attacked by kobolds at any moment. So, how did you say your barony was called? Whatever, never mind. When I draw the map of these lands, I will call them Maybe Local Baron Will Help. I guess it's a fitting name.
Yeah, I don't like you. The gnome falls silent at last. He just watches you with his shifty eyes, opening and closing his mouth, as if he wants to say something more, but he hasn't come up with anything yet. I mean, honestly, at this point, the gnomes are kind of... I mean, they're 1 for 3, right? Wait, hold on. Lindsay's a gnome, right? Or she's halfling? Is that a path? I can't remember all of a sudden. But between Fartuccio and Jubilost, I'm unimpressed.
You think too highly of yourself, Sir Gnome. Behave with some dignity while you're on these lands.
Damn right.
Oh, I see. The very spirit of knighthood embodied. So, what do you propose me to do, Sir Knight? Should I lie?
By no means. But you shall not be so blunt. I bid you to express your opinion in a more courteous form.
I like that Val's got my back.
Your problem, Sir Knight, is that you worry too much about form and appearance. Unsurprisingly so, considering your pretty face. As for me, I worry solely about the content.
Valerie blushes even more and turns away. It seems to you that the gnome has stepped on her toes. For someone who values content so highly, you seem pretty quick to make superficial judgments. I guess those glasses in your nose are just there to make you look smart. One more comment about my companions, you're done for, you brainless dump. I like this. I like this sort of witty retort. You know, someone who values content so highly, you seem pretty quick to make superficial judgment. That is bang on for what just happened.
Oh, is that so? I would deem it necessary to inform you that...
Dude, I'm gonna smack you across the face.
Please, don't waste your words and time on this buffoon, especially because of me.
Chaotic evil, attack! How do you know I'm a baron? I don't like your manner of speaking. So what happened here? Did you take your cart? How did your cart end up in the river? Said you were famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for? No, I'm gonna call him out. I don't like your manner of speaking, Gnome.
So what? Well, I don't like a lot of things. You know what I do when I don't like something? I try to change it.
So you're saying I should change your face?
I don't like your barony's roads, so I've reported to the authorities about it, namely, you. And as for you, instead of pouting, you better get down to business and try to resolve the trouble.
With your face.
I can see it's your first encounter with the freedom of speech. Just do what you consider right, and let others discuss it. You know, not everyone gets a chance to become a baron, so discussing a baron's actions is actually all the unlucky ones can do.
Well, I mean, in a sense, I don't mind the freedom of speech, but no, not when it comes to addressing me, a noble baron, and my friends who are important to me. Still, I'd like you to hold back your harsh comments. Or do you do realize you're in my lands now, so you can get arrested and executed for statements like that? I mean, executed's a little much, but you could be arrested if we decided that it's a law that, you have to be respectful to me. Which, I don't know. When I'm king of the world, that sounds pretty good. F it. I'm going with 3.
Well, now you're talking like a Chilaxian. It's all completely up to you, but I must warn you, the whole world knows my whereabouts. If something happens to me, neighboring states will definitely notice it.
Uh-huh. So how do you even know I'm the Baron?
I've already told you I visited your capital some time ago. Weren't you listening to me?
No, really I'm not.
I'm used to being greeted by officials when I arrive to settlements of at least some importance. The glory of myself and my exploits usually precedes me, and officials usually prefer to be on good terms with me.
I didn't know you'd come, I don't know who you are, and I don't really care.
Yes, you're right. I should have remembered that your lands are in the middle of nowhere, and you don't get updates on important things in time.
Fine, you said you're famous, but I don't know you. What are you famous for?
That was either a stupid and offensive joke or a case of total...
Can I just kill him now? I know he's supposed to be an NPC, and he can probably want to be one of my counselors, but... Fuck this guy.
And a journalist. The students of all the major universities study the world using my maps. My articles for different journals are well known everywhere, from Andorran to Brevoy. You've definitely read some issues of National Alchemy, haven't you? Culinary Almanac of the Inner Sea? Or the most scandalous one, The Independence, describing benefits and drawbacks of governments and regimes in different states?
No, no, and no.
Didn't read any of these. Oh, well, don't answer that. I don't want to spoil my impression of your barony. It's spoiled enough already. It would be hard for me to write at least something positive otherwise.
Wait, the Jubilost Narthropple? Author of the 14.5 eulogies to Pitax? Oh my... Every student in the Academy of Grand Arts devoured your books, especially after King Aravetti banned them, tried you in absentia, and sentenced you to death.
See, that king has got the right idea, I'm just saying.
I see at least someone in this shabby barony has at least a rudimentary education, even if they got them in such a dubious establishment as the Pitax Academy of Grand Arts.
I was expelled for irreverence.
Is this so? Well, if it is true, then
Okay, Lindsay just saved his life. The fact that she, is interested in what this person has done and what will do is probably the only thing that's stopping me from being like, you know what, you suck and I hate you. So what are you doing so far away from civilization?
I pursued 2 objectives. The first is to write an article on this new barony of yours for the Independence. The second is to draw a detailed map of the stolen lands.
We could use a map.
Before this barony appeared, it had been too dangerous to come here. But now an opportunity has appeared. Thanks to you, I must add. So...
My God, he finally said something good.
Freedom of speech sometimes grants positive comments too.
All right, I'll let you live.
I'm almost done with this journey. My article is practically...
Ooh, Dwarven
ready, so
Outpost.
is the map. All that's left to do now is to find an old
Yes!
Dwarven outpost established here.
All right, he saved himself twice, and now all of a sudden he's got something more useful. Yeah, what about this dwarven outpost?
Your ignorance is stunning.
And now my blade's coming out again.
Still, you know nothing about the lands you own.
Dude, I basically just got here.
On the subject. You see, long ago there was a dwarven trade route crossing these lands.
So I've heard.
It connected 5 Kings Mountains and the north. The route was so important to the dwarves that they were generous enough to set a number of outposts along it, manned with armed guardians to provide protection for the traders.
I just realized how small the wheels on this wagon are. That's not very useful for going over rough terrain.
One of these outposts,
But maybe it's all gnomes can manage.
somewhere nearby, lost and completely forsaken. But nothing can avoid the watchful eye of the great cartographer Jubilos Nartruple. I will find this outpost, and I will mark its location on the map. You can trust me on that.
What do we think the trolls are lairing there? Tell me, it's banned if possible to use by trolls to lair, for instance?
Why not? Dwarves like being underground, trolls like being underground too. It's quite possible after dwarves left, their warm and cozy place fell into the hands of less attractive.
I wonder if Harim would have had dialogue here if I'd brought him for this. Looking for the trolls lair. Maybe we're looking for the same place. Let's join our efforts and start looking together.
Well, you proved to be a capable companion in a case of emergency. I guess I can entrust you with covering my back. Let's go. I will send someone for my cart later.
All right. Yeah, show the Dwarven Ruins. I think we're gonna have to go back to our capital to pick up Harim. I guess I could just cycle someone out for now. So if I'm going back to my capital regardless, let's drop Reg for a second. And do this. And have a look at this
Yes.
annoying character. What's your deal? Wait, are we... Oh, we're heavy encumbrance. Probably because we're not very strong anymore. All right, he's a gnome alchemist. Ooh, see, we already have an alchemist in the group. No. This will not do at all. Good knowledge of the world, though, I will tell you. That's very impressive. So he's just... Wait, just vanilla alchemist as well? Not any variant class? Terrible. Terrible. What's your inventory? Leather armor +1. Heavy crossbow +1. Well, you know what? I think we're going to do a little swappy-do over here. Will could go with an upgrade. And you can have that. Excellent. All right. Well, I think that's the map, because I can't really get anywhere over here. So we can just go to the closest exit point. And maybe we'll cycle our party a little bit extra. And we're going to grab everything. Okay, we're not so heavy that we can't travel. So I'm going to put a cut in here. But the idea is I'm going to go to the capital. We'll pick up Harim. We'll have Juby and Harim and go look for the troll place, which might not be the ideal configuration. I guess we still don't really know. And I'll see if I can figure out. I'll read through the journal again and see if I can get a hint as to where things might be. But I'm going to put a cut in here for now. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.